Welcome back to Cairn Creek, y'all. I'm Jeremy here in Southern Ohio. I got kicked out of my own mill shop. It's not even a mill shop no more. We got a big wedding coming in this weekend, so I moved the Woodmizer out of the mill shop back to our next potential project. We need to build a little shop here, 24 by 24, just to house golf course equipment. Our golf course equipment it's getting out of control, quite frankly, out of control. So this evening, I simply got the Woodmizer set up back here, and I came across some cedar utility poles. I've not cut utility poles yet. I've got a bunch that's got creosote on them, such as that I've just shied away from. I'm nervous about cutting those. But what I'm told, these cedar poles, they should not be bad. I need 12 4x6 posts for this 24 by 24 structure. And now I got this thing set up, I've got to cut. So that's what we're going to do at Cairn Creek today. We're going to cut up some cedar poles into 4x6s. And I'm actually going to go ahead and cut these a true 3.5 by 5.5. I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to set these posts yet. I think I'm going to set them concrete, drill holes, set them, but there's still a chance it might pour piers. Then if I do that, I'll have to get some store-bought concrete anchors, and that would all be in 3.5 by 5.5 size. So that's what we're going to do. And it conserves a little bit of lumber, I guess, or a little bit of board foot. Have you ever cut cedar utility poles? Let's hear it. Cut these to my length. We're shooting for 16 footers, and I also had to spend a little time pulling out some junk. These are used units. Skidler's on a job, so just like Mike Morgan over at Outdoors with Morgan's, we can use the Traco to do our job. Hit one nail, that's half. I didn't see it. But I'm still coming that way. So it never goes how I planned. I actually said I need 16 footers. I can get by with like 13.5 footers. So I'm trying to maximize my yield. So at the very end, I'm going to have a lot of wane showing, not a bark strip. The bark is in. This is the easy part, let her go. I didn't have a dust mask in my truck. So I'm doing this number. I know that's not healthy, that's not right. It's working out. It's just going to be a utility shed. So technically I could have just skinned one side and painted them. No interior finishes, nothing fancy at all in this project. So they're not going to be nice. They're going to be like a third, not a second, a third pick at Lowe's. Turn the water off. See that? How straight are we? Pretty daggone good. Yeah, I'll call that a win. I didn't put a metal detector on those. I know if there's any sawyers, any real sawyers out there watching. I'm not a real sawyer. So you're saying, oh, you got a metal detect. Well, I just visually checked, and quite frankly, for what I'm doing, you know, I hit that nail second pass, and I still cut 4, finish it up. I've got some 1-bys here I can trim down and do for something. So out of that one 16-foot pole, I mean, pretty pleased. Let me show you what I was talking about earlier. See how we got this down the edge? That's okay, because I'll end up, once I plant this, I'll cut it off up here somewhere. I'll cut 2 or 3 foot off of it. So I feel like maximizing my yield was more important than actually getting a true 4-sided full 16-footer. Makes sense to me, right? My nose is a little bit runny, so I was told there's nothing in these cedar poles. No treatments, no creosote, no nothing, no chemicals. I don't know. I'll probably be sicker than a dog come tonight or tomorrow. But I think for now, finish cutting and hopefully it's good to go. We ended up getting the rest of those cedar poles all cut up. I was healthy. That evening, that next day, I was fine. Just had that runny nose for just a minute. Guys, I'll gladly take cedar poles any day of the week. They cut like a dream. Now, I do have several creosote-treated pine utility poles. I don't plan on getting to those right away, but we will eventually get to those, and we'll put a video up about those. I'm afraid they're not going to be as fun to cut as those cedar poles were. Well, we had that wedding. We had a big birthday party for my wife. She had a big horse birthday. She eats that up. Happy birthday, Kimmy Buck. We love you. And then we also had the remnants of the hurricane that just kind of hindered our progress this weekend. However, check out what we got done. As our good friend Billy would say, ta-da! What do you guys think about this structure, this overhang? I wanted to be able to still have through traffic to access the green and get back here. So I've got this overhang built into where we can still have some dry storage space. Then the actual structure itself is 18 by 24. Let me tell you, these poles just turned out so beautiful. And for my wife's birthday present, I actually made her a hitching post, as you see here. It turned out really good too, and that is out of that same cedar utility pole. And do you guys think these poles, each pole has 160 pounds of concrete around it, wet poured concrete. Do you think they'll be okay? Let me know what you think. Were these utility poles worth cutting? And I'm going to 100% say heck yes, they were awesome. They cut like a dream. If you can get your hands on some, I highly recommend it. You won't be disappointed. As far as the creosote poles go, we'll talk more about that later in a different episode. Dean, give me some more, baby. Come on, come on. Guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for working with us. Cairn Creek, over and out. Look at the concentration with this guy. Deadly. Dang on it, spinning. We probably should have a rope on it.